Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Perpetualpips podcast. If it's your first time here, welcome to you. Please check out episode 1. This one's titled Losses or Lessons. We'll be dealing with what to do when you lose, removing pairs you suck at, how losses can help, addressing the sharp moves on NASDAQ this week, and finally some good old market analysis. So, be sure to stay till the end of the podcast to get that good old analysis. Let's get it. So let me set the scene. You just deposited, maybe it's your first time ever trading, or you've been at this before. You're a bit of a beginner, you know, you just put in your fresh 5,000 Rand, let's say, right? You've done all your studying, you've been clued up, you did your demo trading, you killed it. You killed it in the demo account. You know, you flipped 100,000 to 1,000,000, you know what I mean? And now you feel set and ready to go with some real money. Now, part of you doesn't, want to be too confident because now you got some real cash. So you decided to deposit that 5,000 Rand. You could have went for 20, but you decided to put 5 because you've read some Warren Buffett books. You know a thing or two about not putting all your eggs in one basket. So you put in that 5, 2 trades in. Maybe you have some W's. You take some wins. You're now sitting at 6,000 Rand. Wow. You feel good. You feel confident. You feel like there's no way this third position could lose. So you decide to take another short position on pound dollar. An hour later, or maybe the next day, you come back. Perhaps you've blown your account. Right? You've blown your account, or you have about 1,000 Rand left. What to do now? I'm actually gonna sound like a psychopath because I love this part. I absolutely love it. Money flows. Money's gonna come back. I'm sure you remember me telling you this in the first episode. Money flows. Okay, right. Once you take an L, there is a procedure that you must follow, right? And that's to take a step back. Whether that's blowing an account or whether that's your account's gone from 6 to 4, right? You take a step back. You close that laptop. You close the charts. You go have a breather. You go do something completely different, right? Most beginners are gonna go kick themselves, or actually, what most beginners are gonna do is try work on the losses. Some novices, even some people with experience, also still do this because it's basic human emotion. We cannot process loss. We don't know how to handle losing, right? Unfortunately, the charts don't care who you are. They don't care about your emotions, right? It's numbers on a chart. It's price. They're reacting to levels. And if you and I've been here. If you have analyzed a chart, a price, and you feel that it's gonna go up, it's gonna go in your direction, and it doesn't, and you have applied everything, you've applied confluence, you've really applied your strategy and it didn't come through, you just the charts just didn't cooperate. They didn't cooperate with your analysis, and that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. What does mean there's something wrong with you is how you react. If you react negatively, if you decide that you're gonna be the smart guy that's gonna try and continuously make your money back, you're going to end up losing even more. You're going to end up throwing out your strategy completely because the way you handle losses should also be part of your strategy. You should never sway from the strategy. You know that you wrote it down. I want to collect this many pips, and if I don't, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to see the charts tomorrow or in the next session or however. But there has to be some sort of breather. The second thing that you need to do is take a look at that loss and see why. See why it was a loss, right? Whether it was a stop hunt before launching in your direction, which happens a lot. It happens whether you're a professional trader or a newcomer, or whether you were just completely wrong about the direction. You thought pound dollar was going too long, and you know it ended up tapping resistance and going the other way completely. You know what I mean? You need to analyze why you went wrong. Now let's discuss removing pairs that you suck at. This is very, very critical. When I was a beginner trader, the reason why I was not as successful as I am today is because of the amount of pairs that I would focus on, or rather, have a lack of focus on. If you have a lot of targets to hit, your rate of success is gonna be a lot lower because of the difficulty. You understand what I mean? It's like, have you ever tried to count the amount of cars on the highway? You know what I mean? If you're in a car, you can't accurately count each and every car. You're not going to be able to get all of them. You know what I mean? If you compare with a friend, you guys are going to have two different figures. And so, once you have taken that loss, or rather, hit, once you have done a loss streak, once you have traded a month, traded a week, you go back. You take a look at your pairs, you take a look at your trades, you see your winners, you see your losers. You compare the two, right? You compare the pairs that gave you the most pips and the pairs that took the most pips from you, right? You have to take a look at the frequency. You have to utterly compare, right? And you have to realize, hang on, I lost a lot of pips trading gold this month. Maybe I suck at gold. You know what I mean? And you just scrap gold, right? If you're going at the market and you're having 15 pairs that you trade in a week, you know what you're gonna potentially see happen, and I've had this happen to me, is, let's say euro yen, you shorted in the morning, right? 4 hours later you hit TP, you've made money, and then now, pound to the rand looks really juicy, so you decide to long that, and then you win there, and it's like, wow, let me go on this third trade. Let me take a look at gold. Oh man, I really think gold's gonna go down. You know what I mean? And then you start to short, and it's running profits. It's running profits, and then the next thing Trump tweets or something happens like that, right? And then you start taking in SL hits. SL hits, you tell yourself, wow, damn, I had a SL hit and I had a really great morning. You know what? I think I'm gonna long dollar CHF just to, counter gold, just to get my money back. Right? And then USD CHF also hits SL, right? And then what happens? That all accumulates by the end of the month. All of that adds up, right? All those losses. You take a look, you see by the end of the month, by the end of the week, wow, I really won on pound ZAR and euro yen. Maybe I should really just trade those, because I lost a lot on gold, I lost a lot on USDCHF, I lost a lot on euro dollar, I lost a lot on pound yen. Maybe I should just stick to two, because I don't know why we have this stigma that we should trade everything available. Look, three. Three currency pairs tops, right? For beginners, you should even focus on mastering one. Focus on mastering just one. Something that's not too volatile, right? And as a person, look, you're trying to pay your rent, you're trying to pay your car off, you're trying to get that money, you're trying to get that cash flow, that second or third or fourth income stream. There is absolutely no need for you to try to trade everything under the sun. You will get hurt. Right, congrats to making it this far. I hope you guys really did enjoy this episode. And by the way, a reminder, if it is your first time, you're gonna get a lot of value by going back and listening to the first episode. It's a great introduction, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. So now let's do what some of you guys have come here for, which is let's analyze some pairs. Right. So we're gonna be taking a look at the complete destruction of Nasdaq this week. What it did is show us some real funny stuff. Gave a lot of traders a run around this week. Nasdaq. So at the beginning of the week, we saw Nasdaq run up to about 93.50. Right. It pulled back to about 92.50 and gave a lot of us traders hope on the technical aspect that we may be seeing some highs. There was some respect of the trend line. Right now, taking a look at the daily chart, the 4 hourly chart actually, there was some respect of the 4 hourly trend line until last night. That was completely decimated and broken, and uh, Nasdaq fell all the way down to the 9,000 level. All the way down to the 9,000 level, right? It fell right around US stock market close. The reason for this being is the trade war tension against China and the US is still very much relevant. The markets aren't reacting very well to this. Now, what happened today? After bouncing off of 9,000, it went long for some time to about 92, right? 200 pip long to about 92. That's 9,200 actually. And then on market open, it dipped again. So I was one of those traders who believed that you could go long. I believe if you could refer to the first episode, I said that you could go long on Nasdaq all week. This is just like what I was saying, right? The market did not cooperate with my analysis. It happens, We're here to take risks, and you win some, you lose some. So that's what happened with Nasdaq this week. But sentiment going forward, look. Today it went up to 9,200, shorted to the 8,900 level. Taking a look at charts on TradingView, and my bias is I like to go long on Nasdaq. I've been making some good money there, although I did make a whole lot of pips in March, shorting Nasdaq on those juicy limit down times. I'm sure you guys can remember those, but in my opinion, I believe if you're someone who likes to long Nasdaq, for now, wait. For now, wait. If we were to go short, however, I would be looking at the 86 level, 8,600. We're currently at 9,017 level. If we do short and go lower, I believe a good support level to take a look at is around the 8,600 level, for sure. An important sub right now, however, is the level between 8,900 and 9,000. Price does tend to range over there, so you might want to be careful in that level. Right, and then moving on to the next, Euro Yen. So, just a backstory to Euro Yen. I shorted Euro Yen on what's it today? Thursday. I shorted Euro Yen on Tuesday evening. Woke up to a TP hit at 116. Collected about 60 pip from the actually 40 pip from the 116.400 level. All right. After that, I decided to then go short because I believe that this pair will be losing its gains and fall to 115. However, I shorted around the 116.100 level, and price pulled back. Price pulled back to retest the previous resistance at around 116.400 and fell below. Right, price fell below. It's now at 115.688. So, moral story is I had a bit of a lack of patience. It's like I was saying. I said to myself, you know what? I had just made money off of previous shorts. I believe it's gonna go lower. However, I didn't give the market time to pull back before going my way. However, that's something that I can learn from. You understand? So In terms of targets, I do believe we could see 115 probably by Friday, if not by the end of today, which is Thursday. So let's see what does transpire. But do look out for some potential pullbacks. Right now, we are in consolidation, prices going up and down between 115.18, 115.6. So just wait for the breakout of that, what I call a box to range. Just to finish off pound dollar. Pound dollar has been respecting downtrend. It price has remained below 1.245. Today I did analyze a drop from the 1.235 level down to the 1.22500. We're currently trading at 1.22363. So what's next, you ask? I believe it is going to create lower highs. I believe pound dollar will be pulling back up to the 1.23 level potentially before going lower and probably closing the week out at about 1.21326. Pound dollar is definitely taking a hammering this week. So yeah, keep a sharp eye out on that pair. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Look, I understand not everybody can follow analysis in voice. The thing is, you don't have to. I have social, right? Twitter at Perpetualpips. That's one word. At Perpetualpips on Instagram. Also one word. Again, I am working on the site. It's gonna have everything analysis. It's gonna be having daily analysis. It's gonna be having articles. It's gonna be the place where you can find all the podcast episodes and all the video breakdowns. I am working on the YouTube channel as we speak, and so please follow the socials. I post on Twitter every day. I post on Instagram at least 3-4 times a week. I post polls, I post analysis, I post what I'm looking at on Twitter, I post what I'm currently trading on Twitter. So that's the one place I am the most active. So go ahead, pop over there, have a follow, comment on one of my pictures, comment on this post because I'm going to post this episode on Twitter. Comment, hi, I'm here from the podcast, and I would really love to see that. Tell your friends about the podcast. And yeah, I really hope you guys have a great rest of the trading week. We do have Thursday and Friday, and for some of you guys who trade volatility indexes, have a great trading weekend. Thanks for joining in again. Until the next episode, episode 3, stay gold.